I wanted to come just to say thank you to everyone and congratulations to everyone in this building for whether it's the local leadership or it's the to the ownership of these companies. Certainly the employees, the men and women who have really good jobs because of the risk takers who are willing to risk their capital to create the jobs. Certainly to one of the great companies in the world, Toyota. Expansion of their production line with this Tacoma vehicle in South Texas. It's more jobs for Texans is the bottom line, Bruce. It's an honor to get to be here, and we've been working on this now for about 10 years, and it just seems to continue to grow and to blossom. And, even during a time of global economic troubles out there, Texas is holding up remarkably well. When you think about, joblessness continues to undermine our country's recovery, but our unemployment rate, Mr. Guzman, is a good percentage point below the national average, and people understand intuitively that there is a strength of the Texas economy that no other state can make a claim to. And while we say that, we should never forget that those unemployment numbers represent families who are out of work, who have great concerns, Beto, about their future, but the strength of our economy is what gives every person in Texas the knowledge that there's a better chance to get reemployed in this state than there is any other state in the nation. And matter of fact, we've added 166,000 jobs in Texas through these first 6 months of the year, more than any other state in the nation. Matter of fact, in June we added 14,000 jobs in Texas, and that's a big deal. And San Antonio has been doing its part. Just a couple of weeks ago, Forbes magazine, they listed San Antonio as one of the top cities in America to live in that will be leading the way out of this recession for the rest of the country. And it's companies like Reyes-Amtex that's taken and should take some of the credit for that. Large number of forward-thinking companies are investing in the future in the state of Texas. As Americans look for the best place to live, to raise their family, to work, more of them are headed to Texas all the time. As business owners seek that relief from the growing tax burdens and increasing government interference, they're choosing the Lone Star State time after time. Now, companies like Toyota that already have an existing presence in Texas are investing more. Samsung. I was in Seoul, Korea last month to visit with the leaders of that company. They announced that they were going to expand their operation in Austin by $3.6 billion. That's the type of expansion announcement that we like to hear and we like to make. And I tell people as I interact with other governors that those are the types of announcements that are further proof that we're on the right track, reaping the benefits of policy decisions over the last decade that are job friendly and fiscally disciplined. I think it was 2003, and we had a budget shortfall, $10 billion budget shortfall in this state. and we dealt with it appropriately. Rather than jack up taxes and put the burden on people like Fernando, we made some hard decisions. We reduced spending. We didn't raise taxes. We prioritized, just like you have to do with your families when the economy turns down. You have to separate the wants from the needs. And we will not hesitate to do the same thing this coming legislative session. We also did something else I think that was very powerful in this state. We took aim at those frivolous lawsuits that were driving businesses and medical professionals, doctors, away from their practice and from this state. We saw reduced availability of health care, particularly along the border with Mexico, those 19 counties along that border. If you were a pregnant female, you had to travel outside of your home county to find that type of prenatal care, an obstetrician to give you that type of care. And today that's no longer the case as we passed that very sweeping tort reform. And we also made some very prudent investments. Nelson, you and I were talking about this before we came in with the Texas Enterprise Fund, creating that tool so that we could close these deals as they came to us. And now some almost $400 million we have invested that have helped create 53,000 plus jobs in this state, brought in more than $14.4 billion worth of capital. And it was, again, as we talked, it was that potential arrival of Toyota that really created the conversation that we had in Austin, Texas. It said we've got to have some tools to be able to be competitive with these other states. And we have now used that to close deals with Nationwide Insurance, with Kohl's department stores, Medtronics out of the Bay Area there in California, Caterpillar down in Seguin, bringing investment and jobs to San Antonio. Like, I don't get confused. The root cause of our success has been the hard-working men and women that live in this state. But it's been our pro-job policies and low taxes, predictable government regulations, and our fair legal system that's been the basis for those individuals to come to this state and helped us lead the nation in job creation. So, bottom line is, Texas and San Antonio are on a strong run. And the more we talk about it, the better. The country and the world knows about Texas. They want to be a part of this great experiment here. And today, Reyes-Amtex, they open a new chapter in the great success story of Texas and San Antonio. And I'm proud to come and to celebrate with this wonderful family. And congratulations to all. God bless you, as you know you are truly blessed.